These days, lots of shoppers are on the hunt for value, and many are finding it at growing grocery store chain Aldi.
Do people care about the Aldi knockoff thing anymore?
I don't think so.
They've got a good choice of meat. Prices, I find, without having done any scientific research, do feel good. It feels like good value.
We're interviewing people about why they shop at Aldi. What have you just bought?
I just bought a salmon with this fish, milk, a bread.
You think you're saving money at Aldi's produce aisle, until half of it ends up slimy in the trash 2 days later. That's not a discount, that's a disappearing act. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on Aldi's so-called value produce. From fruit that molds overnight to greens that collapse before you even open the bag, we'll find out why the cheapest price tag might actually be the most expensive mistake in your kitchen. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You walk out feeling like a budget hero, but within 48 hours that bag of fresh fruit is auditioning for the compost bin. The price looked good at checkout, and that cart full of greens and berries felt like victory.
We are growing in the market. We now hold 10.5% market share.
Even the boss of Coles agrees that Aldi has got a pretty good range these days, like high-end chocolate and French cheese. Aldi opened its first store here in 2001. It's told the ACCC Supermarket Inquiry that its strategy since has been going slow and steady.
We start with Aldi and see what we can get with Aldi because it is cheaper, and then we go to Coles and work.
Aldi and making sure you have competitive prices against them, given how important they are in the marketplace.
For a few hours, it really seems like Aldi cracked the code on cheap, healthy eating. Then you spot the soft spot on the apple, the film sneaking across the spinach bag, and the tiny fuzz gathering on the strawberries. That bargain just aged faster than milk in the sun. Here's the paradox. Aldi's price tags on packaged produce look unbeatable. A bundle of lettuce or a pre-cut fruit mix might run you less than a coffee, and that feels like a smart buy. But hidden inside that number is a clock, and it's already counting down. You think you're stretching your grocery dollar, but freshness has an expiration date the sticker never shows. When shelf life is short, those savings quietly dissolve into waste. Each time something spoils early, you're paying again, sometimes twice for the same salad. The smaller price hides the bigger cost. It's like buying a discount flashlight that burns out after one use. Sure, you saved $5 up front, but now you can't see in the dark. That's what happens when spinach lasts 2 days instead of a week. Cheap produce with no staying power flips the value equation on its head. You didn't score a deal, you rented dinner. The reason's not mysterious, it's mechanical. Packaged greens and pre-cut fruit go through a compressed supply chain. They're shipped in bulk, stored at generic temperatures, and wrapped tight in plastic that traps moisture. That shiny wrap makes them look safe, even newer than loose produce. But under that seal, the countdown begins earlier. By the time it reaches your fridge, the clock's already halfway done. And there's the psychology of it. A low sticker price feels forgiving, so you toss an extra pack in the cart.
We would submit that it is possible to do a full shop at Aldi. You won't get the choice that you get in one of our stores.
Pure numbers, Aldi would probably be set to overtake Coles in store numbers.
We have more and more customers that do the big shop at Aldi to start, and then they use us as a top-up shop. That's something that we definitely don't want to happen.
One of the reasons why we see Aldi being a much cheaper player in the marketplace is smaller format stores, less range, less staff, and also global buying power. They're not buying for 800 or 1,000 stores, they're buying for 10,000 stores globally.
2 for next week. Why not? It's cheap, so you overbuy, and overbuying feeds the problem. You're not saving, you're creating a self-feeding waste loop. It starts with good intentions and ends with a soggy pile in the crisper drawer that smells like lost money. You know the signs. The slime under the spinach leaves that clings to your fingers. The fuzzy patch showing up on the bottom layer of strawberries while the top still looks decent. Those aren't small imperfections. They're warnings that the clock struck zero before you noticed. This isn't farm fresh abundance, it's repackaged decline. Customer feedback makes the pattern clearer. People report the same story across cities: produce that looks crisp in store but collapses at home. The weird part is how inconsistent it can be. One store might have bags that last nearly a week, another with greens wilting a day later. That kind of variance hints at uneven storage conditions or pacing in how fast stock moves. Some locations might turn inventory often, others let it linger longer than safe temperatures like it's waiting for clearance. When you line it all up, the supposed deal starts to look more like a cost transfer. The savings on the shelf become your problem in the kitchen. Every dollar you save upfront funds the next replacement trip. You're not just paying once at checkout, you're paying again when you throw out half the bag. And since you feel like the first purchase was a good deal, you go back for more, restarting the cycle. The ironic part is that Aldi's low-margin strategy depends on trust in that word, value. But produce that spoils fast chips away at that trust the same way soggy lettuce ruins a sandwich. You don't need an economics degree to spot what's happening. The price is low because the product doesn't last. Cheapness is being mistaken for efficiency when it's actually turnover in disguise. So the real hidden cost isn't printed on your receipt, it's waiting in your trash bag. Every wilted leaf, every mushy apple, is proof that short shelf life is swallowing your savings. The math of freshness beats the math of discounts every time. When low price means low lifespan, the value evaporates before dinner's even made. Next, we uncover how this pattern doesn't just ruin dinner plans. It breaks trust in the whole value promise Aldi is built on. The sticker price isn't your savings, the part that survives your fridge is. Cheap produce that spoils early doesn't save you money, it taxes you twice. You pay once at checkout and again when the same items hit the trash. That cycle drains more than your wallet. It chips at the satisfaction of trying to eat healthy and affordable. Next time you reach for that bargain bag, pause. Ask how much you'll actually eat before it dies in the drawer. Then decide if that feels like value at all. Like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the food industry's best-kept secrets.